Hi, how are you doing today? I'm Joni Goodman, also known as the Dog Mentor. Today I want to do a video about how do you know what dog will fit your household? And I highly suggest you take time and effort to make sure the dog's going to fit your household so that way everybody can live together, be compatible, and have a great time. So the first thing you want to look at is what is your lifestyle like? What are your activities like? Do you like to go hiking? Do you like to go swimming? Do you go boating? You want to make sure that your dog is going to match that level of activity. So you've done all that. You've researched different breeds, and again, not just the breed of the dog. You want to make sure their activity level is going to match your family's activity level. Now it's time to go look for a dog. My first suggestion is always go look at shelters or contact a rescue. Why am I suggesting this? I'm suggesting this because I've had a rescue. I ran my own rescue until I had to take a break. I'm seriously thinking about starting again, but I'm not here to talk about that today. I suggest rescue dogs because I can tell you every one of my dogs have been a rescue. Our very first dog, my husband was working and there was a puppy that was loose, and animal control knew we were also looking for a puppy. The puppy was not going to be wanted, so they asked if we would give it a chance and foster it because maybe the owner would come looking for it, and we 100% agreed. The puppy was never claimed, was never looked for, and grew up here in our house until the age of 11, where he passed peacefully in our home. So, what made us take a risk? This time we did take a risk. We didn't plan on this dog. We had children, and I'm going to tell you, it was a pit bull mix. And our families were not that thrilled. They couldn't believe that we had done that. But let me share something with you. A dog learns how to act, how to behave, and what to do most of the times from how they're treated, how they're trained, and how they're raised. So at this point, we had two of our sons, and this dog was so amazing with them. Honestly, I believe he was just grateful to be off the street. He learned so quickly. He became part of our family really fast. And when our third son was born, I finally figured out and saw firsthand how protective he was of our boys. We had a fenced in yard, and usually that's where the boys and the dog was. For some reason this day, I remember he had a hurt paw. So I let him lay on the driveway because this dog would not wander away unless he was told he could. So he was sitting on the driveway, and our youngest at that time was outside. He is an escape artist, unlike the dog, and he went wandering. And then all of a sudden, I heard this shrilling screech, something I'll never forget. Go to investigate. And it turns out there were little dogs running after our child. He was probably 3 or 4 at that time. He was still in his boundaries, but so were the dogs. So he came running towards the house, and our dog was hurt, but he bolted up and went over and started protecting our child. Thankfully, the other dogs ran off, and everybody was okay. Our son did get a little bit of scratches and a small nip, but was nothing that was too bad. Now, why am I sharing this story? Because everybody says the pit bulls are bad. I'm not going to disagree. There's probably some out there that are too aggressive to be family members, or maybe they just can't be trained. But that's with every breed. So our first encounter was with a pit bull mix. No idea what he was mixed with. And he devotedly watched out for the boys while they were younger in our yard. And the example I gave you is just one of many. I can share one more with you, and that's our electric meter was close to where you could go into the yard through the gate. And the meter man finally one day said to us, How can I check your meters? And I said, well, if you let me know what day, I'll make sure he's inside. And then one day I introduced the dog to the meter guy because he had been coming around for years and years. Turns out that the dog knew this person was okay. He quickly would read the meter and go about his way. So if you're looking for a dog, your first step is going to be find a dog that matches your activity level. Find a dog that you're willing and you're going to put the time into training, put the time into letting them know what they can and cannot do. Give them lots of love. And I will say, rescue dogs will give you the most utter love back than you could ever imagine. Are you struggling with your dog? Is your dog barking at everything that walks past the window? Is your dog barking at everybody that's walking on the street? Or is your dog pulling on the leash or destroying your house? Let's have a conversation. Click the link in the comments and let's set up and see how we can get your house from chaotic, unruly to calm and peaceful. Have a great day.